Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. I'm just sitting here waiting for it to die again. Grant, you cursed me. I don't know, man. So, okay, let me tell you what's been going on. So, I've had the most stable internet for years. Like stable enough that I run web servers off of my internet for friends, for myself, for Positron. I run the Positron wiki off my home server. Because I've had stable internet. Only time my internet goes down is during thunderstorms, power outages, etc. It's been something with the excessive heat this week that has been absolutely screwing with my internet. I don't know what exactly. I just know that it has to do with the heat. Everything else is working perfectly fine. But it's just something's up. Comcast, I saw literally, I think it was yesterday morning. They were outside working on the underground lines. So something changed. I think the excessive heat caused damage to some components out there. Which is why I think I've had instability. So I'm going to report this instability to Comcast and hope that they do something. I don't know what they can do, if anything. I doubt they really can, because again, I think this is caused by the excessive heat that we're having. So, I don't know. No, it sucks that I now have to split this into two. Because like that's annoying. I'm probably gonna delete the previous VOD because what's the point of having that other VOD that was only 30 minutes long and I didn't even get anything done. What's weird is I'm trying to open this. I can't. Yeah. Well, all I did was screw this in. You know, I literally didn't do anything. Aside from talk about how I talked about how I lubed the rails, and I can't unlube my rails, you know. I'm gonna restart my phone because it's acting weird. Fun times, guys. Fun times. So, a recap for anyone that wasn't here live, anyone that's watching the VOD later. Hello, thank you for watching the VOD. Internet went out during the first 30 minutes of the stream. We really didn't get much done. All we did was install the hot end fan here. When installing the hot end fan, please make sure to check that image, because even though you might be thinking, okay, you want this wire to go the other way for when you install it, gotta remember, this is inverted, everything's upside down. You want it going this way. when the hot end is assembled, because when you attach it to the plate here, you want these wires to come up, essentially, because you want them to go through a channel right here. So be mindful of that. This is also where things get like a little tight, so be careful of the wires. For example, that thermistor wire, the way we're going to be assembling this is that there is a little fork right there. That fork is going to go under this thermistor wire. See? But the fan cable goes on the other side here. So you kind of have to sandwich it in between. Be mindful of that. Speaking of which, we are now at the next part where we're going to assemble these. All right, so we need, well, first what we need to do is full screen that view. And Grant, I did see your message about how nice my setup is. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I tried to do, hello Kenneth, welcome. I tried doing like YouTube shorts a few years ago, which is why I have a lot of the equipment I have. It never really went anywhere. I didn't give up on it, but I just kind of got too busy to continue feeding the algorithm. So I just kind of had all the stuff laying around. So when I decided to start streaming, I just kind of pulled all of it out from the back room, and yeah, that's where I got all my stuff. You know, just a couple webcams, and you know, I picked up this lav mic for like $40. Totally worth it. And I'm good to go with a few lamps. Amazing how much you can learn just from studying stage design. Okay, so we need BHCS 2.5 by 6. Let's see, BHCS 2.5 by 6. Here we are. Need 4 of these. Hello, Kenneth. Welcome, welcome. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, like the stream, etc., etc. After we finish this positron, we are either going to be building another positron, because I got several positrons to build, or we are going to be moving to... I'm going to see if I can squeeze in the Prusa enclosure. I want to be able to finish that, but depending on the time frame, I may have to prioritize my High Five Blue positron. Can't really speak on why too much, but just know we have some really cool stuff coming up, which will require that. So, I'm excited. I'm excited for what we have coming up. More positrons in the world is good. No, you can't make me. Dom, I can make you do whatever. That's what being a twin's all about. So I have, for those who don't know, Geek Toy Box, aka Dom. Jokingly, we call each other's brothers from other mothers. And the reason is because I have his middle name as my first name. He has my middle name is his first name. It's perfect. Color set enough? Well, I just like High Five Blue. I love High Five Blue. High Five Blue is cool. My plan for the High Five Blue positron is... So, PETG is not necessarily a recommended material because it is PETG. So I have to figure out exactly... I'm gonna have to do some extensive testing on it to make sure it's actually good enough for the build. I think it'll be fine, you know, as long as I don't print ABS on it. It should be fine. I'll also tweak the run current settings on the printer so that it doesn't overheat. should be fine. I'll double check what parts the accent colors are, and I'll make sure they are safe to be that color. And if not, I can sprinkle in some galaxy blue in between it, so it could be 3-color positron. I think that's what I'll do. I think I might make a 3-color positron just for the sake of that. Let's see how's that looking. I don't see any warping, so that's good. Keep that going for a little bit longer. Okay, so since we don't have the printed part, this is not entirely done, but this is close enough. We're going to be revisiting this once the part is done printing. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to... Alright, we already did that, so it's time for the base plate. Alright, we got a ton of parts for this. We are going to go through them step by step, of course. Alright, let's see here. So the first thing we need is machine screw BHCS M3x8, base plate, hex female standoff 2.5 by 4 by 5, and female standoff M3 by 8 by 7 by 10. All right. So first, we're gonna find that BHCS M3 by 8. Let's see here. Now this stream is gonna be a little bit shorter than the last one. We went a little bit long last time. And if we don't get too far in the stream, then I will stream tomorrow, because I definitely want to get this done by I want to get this done before next week. M3 by 8 SHCS, that's not BHCS. Okay, let's start. M4 by 8, M4 by 8, we're looking for M3 by 8. Let's wait for head. FHCS, FHCS, M3 by 20 BHCS, M3 by 6 BHCS, maybe M3 by 8. You know, it's kind of funny. Oh, is this one of the ones we need? 4.7 by M3 5 plus 6. No. It's kind of funny. Streaming feels like the only time you can talk to yourself and people not think you're crazy, because you're doing it for the stream, you know? Uh-oh. They were right here this whole time. They were right there. All right, M2.5 plus by 4 by 5. Yep, we need those. And we need X-Female standoffs M3, 8, 7, 10. So where are those? M3, 7, 8, 10. Is it just female standoff? Okay. That is in, I believe, Fastness Day. I know what these look like. Exactly. I just gotta see them. They might still be in the fasteners box. Yeah, pretty sure they are. If you don't think... You don't think I'm crazy, you know I'm crazy. That's the correct answer. Yep, here they are. So these are custom CNC'd. Yeah, and 3 by 8 by 7. Yep. These are nice though. I like these. Okay, put these back. Those back. So we need... First off, let's do these. Alright, so if you notice, there's 4 screws right here. gonna be hard to see, but that's what we're screwing to. I believe those aren't... No, they look threaded. Let me double check. There we go, that's 4. These are M3s. No. Yeah, that's threaded. So the trick with the standoffs on the Positron is use your fingers. Don't over tighten them with the tools. You'll snap them. You will. Hey Mitch, welcome to the stream. There we go. Now these are rounded, you don't have to worry about their orientation. Alright, let's see here. Pretty sure I remember exactly where these are going. Yep. Okay. Yeah, they're going here. Bearded, we are just a little crazy. And also, welcome back. Thank you everyone for coming back after my network kind of just shot itself. Sorry about that. I'm going to be giving Comcast a stern talking to. Yeah, so I've seen people completely snap these in half, trying to screw them in. You're putting them in too tight. That's happening. You don't have to tighten these too much. These are standoffs. They're just meant to sit here. Actually, I'm gonna grab me some Loctite here. So one thing I recommend on this build, if you can, use Loctite on the standoffs. Trust me, it's just gonna save you some time. Oh, I put that in pretty tight. There we go. So for these 4 in the middle, you just need a dab of Loctite on the top. You don't need them on all the way. There we go. This is Loctite red too. This is the good stuff. I need to get the glue stick kind. Or that's really good. Now, do you need Loctite? No, you really don't need Loctite on all this. I like to use a little bit of it just to help make sure, you know, things stay together. Especially units that I'm going to be shipping. Any units that I plan on shipping around the world, I am definitely going to be adding Loctite. So I'm going to need to buy more. There we go. Is that tiny? Okay, there it is. I think I just realized. Yeah, that's for that. Alright, look at that. That's perfect. Okay, just screw them in my hand, and then I'll tighten it up gently tighten it with this. Like, tighten until you just feel a little bit of... There we go. See? That just stopped right there. Just a little bit more. You don't need anything more than that. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I just got some Loctite in my finger. Yeah, so like once you get that bottomed out, once it gets a little bit resistant, so it's like not moving anymore, barely an eighth of a turn further is all you need, especially if you have a little bit of Loctite. I've seen people completely shear these because they're trying to do like half a turn too far. It's like, guys, come on, you don't need standoffs to be that tight. Now, admittedly, this comes from several years of experience of building computers. Because like with computers, you also use brass standoffs, and you use typically some sort of steel or like aluminum or something really tough. Ooh, did that trip through? Oh shoot, I didn't even realize that. Whoopsies. Also, before you put Loctite on things, make sure it's not a through hole. Don't want to get Loctite on your workspace. It's not fun to clean. It is essentially a glue. Okay, there we go. How's the stream, guys? Everything's still going good? Not having any issues, am I? Aside from the questioning of my sanity. Everything looks good. Just double checking things, double checking latency, quality. Alright, cool. Everything's looking good. Alright, and no one's pinging me. Cool. Oh, I didn't want to... Phone, stop being weird. Sorry about that. I've seen this one especially get completely stripped off because people are crazy. Alright, we got to get into heat sets. So let's move that aside. Grab these. So we are working with M2.5 by 3 by 4. I moved the heat set. Oh, here they are. 2.5 by 3 by 4. We just need 4 of these. How do we feel about the music choice today? Different, right? I need to ask Alan what his music provider is for his streams. Because I really like the cyberpunk style. So I have to ask him what service he uses. But so far, this playlist, I'm liking it. For those who don't know, I use Monster Cat. So far I haven't had any problems with them copywriting striking any of my previous live streams, specifically my my printing streams. So here's hoping it stays like that. Just gotta wait for this to heat up. For a cheap little soldering iron, this is nice. I like this. Just gotta wait for this to heat up. Let's use my heat detector. This will glow pink when it gets hot. Okay, it's just starting to heat up. There we go. Okay, I just realized that it's super thin. Let's do this here. And I forgot the rest of those were not in yet. I have lost this heat insert. 1 second, we can grab that. Don't want my cat getting it. Not that she would. Cat doesn't play with anything. She's a boring cat. Love her to death. She can be a boring cat. How is that? Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Okay. Nope, get back in there. Can I warp this? No, it looks fine. The only problem I have with this specific soldering iron is the tip extends out kind of far, so it will like drill a tiny hole into the plastic that I'm soldering, or that I'm putting the heat set into. But that's fine. It's fine. It's not causing any issues. And it actually gives me just a little bit more control of what I'm doing.
Take the blame. I've seen the world go down in flames. I felt the strain of every loss I can't reclaim. Our steps retraced from when we went our separate ways. I've missed these days. I never thought we'd see this place again. I know the feelings always fade, but nothing else
Faceplate secure with M3x6 BHCS screws. This is the one part of the build that like I'm not super familiar with, only because this is one of the parts that you don't constantly go back to. So I generally remember what we're doing here, but not like the back of my hand. All right, BHCS M3x6. Yep. We just need 2. This is going to be one of the ones I don't use Loctite on, because this is one of the ones that like I want to be swappable. I want this part to be very easily replaced.
unknown, but time will mend our broken bones. I've held the weight of all these years spent in decay. These times are strange. I never thought I'd see your face again. I know the feelings always fade, but nothing else can make me stay.
It's tight. Google that. Alright, no, I think that's about it. I don't think there's any other way I can really persuade that. Yeah, that's it. Yep, okay. That's good. That doesn't need to be super tight because this just holds a tiny PCB. So that's good. Yep, just like that. Okay, the next part, I'm pretty sure these are the fasteners. If I recall. Yes, they are. So these are a new addition to the kit. And by new, I mean in comparison to Alpha, pre-release candidate. So these, I don't actually have on my kit. What they are tiny little CNC pieces. Go like that. Yep, just like that. Now what these are is they are just to stop things from falling into the print. So, all right, we are going to go ahead and add a little bit of Loctite into here. So these are not threaded here. They are threaded here, so we want to add Loctite to these. There we go. That seat down. There we go. Put that there. So now we need M3x8 VHCs again. Flip this over. Pretty sure. Oh no, are those? No, wait, right here. Yeah, those are not threaded.
He was burning up, now the sun gone down. Lights in the distance, a forgotten town. No, no, no way. Oh, I'm on my way, so stand on the edge of the world with me.
How? What if I didn't have Loctite? How done am I? My Positron over there, the other one, no Loctite. You're fine. The only reason I'm adding Loctite to this is because I plan on shipping this in the Pelican case, like, without me. That's the only reason I'm adding Loctite. If it wasn't for that fact, I wouldn't really care about Loctite. So if you didn't have Loctite, you're fine. No, I'm gonna go till about 10 o'clock. I do know about the Friday call. I do want to be part of the Friday call. So I'm gonna go till 10. And join just a little late. Are you gonna be part of the Friday call, Tom? Oh, shit. That was a little too tight. Let's go. Go. All right. Hey, you know, when you hop in there, let them know that I'm streaming for a little bit. appreciate the company. So one thing I'm thinking of doing. So here is the little front bumper cover that you guys get with your kits. I have a laser cutter or a laser engraver, so I think I'm gonna flip it over. I think we're gonna engrave this side with something custom. Not sure what yet, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see. All right, so let's get the motors. I put right here. You are building your own positron. This motor with the sleeve cable, that's the extruder motor. Always be the extruder motor. I say that because there's 2 pancake steppers. Or there's technically 4 pancake steppers, but there's 2 round pancakes. One of them is the axis. The other one is your extruder. Alright. I think I'm going to use Loctite on this. Yeah, I think I'll just use a dab of Loctite. Okay, so let's get these positioned. Before we do that, since we're using Loctite pretty heavily, let's unfold this. A little bit more protection. Because I know Loctite likes to eat away some plastics. I don't know if it's going to eat away this table. And I don't want to risk that, you know? This is a nice table. Oh, nice. There's little indents actually showing you where you rotate the things for the cables. Okay. Sweet. Alright. So. I'm using Loctite Red. So, high strength Loctite. I think green is the highest, but yeah, I don't have that. Alright, let's see here. This is the longer one. Okay, so that's A, B. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I have these oriented correctly. Looks like that. Yeah, I'll use a little bit of Loctite Red. So, put the motor plate on top and M3x6 PHCS. I just had this. Where did I put them? I just had M3x6. Here they are. Yep, a person wanders from place to place. This is going to definitely be a nomadic printer. You know, it's funny. I came up with the name Nomad before I joined Positron, and it definitely became a very befitting name after I joined. I just find that interesting. Okay. Wrong thing. Oh, that was a terrible mistake. Uh-oh. So I thought it'd just be cool to stick that in the cap. I thought the cap was much shorter in depth. No. I'm gonna have to buy new Loctite, aren't I? This is half full. And I just stuck a screw in the cap. I can't get that out. Why did I think that was a good idea? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Hold on, wait. Maybe I can unscrew it. Watch me get this out by unscrewing it. Oh my god, it's working. No fucking way that's working. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll tell you, this screw won't dislodge from whatever I'm about to put it in. Oh, but that Loctite's starting to get tight. I got it. Now that screw is Loctited. That screw is not going anywhere. Let's just get a dollop out. I don't want to. This is very liquidy, so I don't want to put too much on here. And I'm like really worried about squeezing too much. Oh, 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 oh. Haha, I sucked it back in. Haha. Like sucking in a gut. I did a thing. Feels good when you do it right. Empty space, empty space. Well, that just kind of dripped onto a spot where I would have put Loctite anyway, so you know what? That's fine. Insert sucking joke here. I mean, if you wish. It's gonna cost you extra. Go. I hope Loctite doesn't cause problems with motors. I just decided to put it on there. Because I mean, if you're taking this apart, like for whatever reason, you're not going to be taking this motor off of this mount unless you have to replace the motor. So this should be a safe part for me to Loctite. That's all. Should is the key word. A lot of these wearer tools actually like grip on pretty nicely. Makes this so much easier when they actually grip. How does Loctite even work? Like, how do that work? Is it just magic? I think it's magic.